Hello everybody, welcome back. We are on our way back to this frozen ship and speak with Ghost of Arvindwy. I'm not sure if he's going to need us to do something else or if this is just basically a recap of finding the fragment, but we're going to find out. One of my viewers mentioned there was a really interesting quest line regarding Arvindwy, and it explains the history in a little bit more detail about him. But let's go ahead and not get ahead of ourselves and see what he has to say. Hello, sir.
Hail to thee.
The elf captain perish, then. I will not grieve, for he escaped this middle earth to a land much greener, or so the elves say.
Hail to thee.
This ring fragment should be brought to Elrond of Rivendell, for he is wise in matters of the enemy. A ring of power, however minor, is a dangerous thing. Give him my gratitude, for it was in his care that my progeny were raised. If any of my line remain, speak well of me to them, and bring them hope of great deeds to come. Oh, I will, sir. It has been an honor. All right, well, let's head on over to Rivendell. Because that actually is the location where we can pick up the quest line that I was speaking about. So that's going to work out good. This is much more colorful. I think this looks beautiful. I'm really, really happy to see this. Doesn't look as empty. Wow, this is awesome. Okay, so this used to be where I would go. Okay, now I'm lost. Door to what? To another door. Oh wow, this whole place has changed. Okay, here's Elrond. Elrond, I have to commend you on your renovations. I had trouble finding you though. But no worries, I made it.
Hope is not in vain.
You have returned from Forachel, and with the fragment of Narchwil. What is this, you say? The shade of Arvindwy remain there? A foul end to a good man. May the valor have mercy upon his spirit. His greetings are welcomed, but they will be welcomed more by his heir, I think. Go to Aragon and tell him of your meeting with Arvindwy. Unlike many men, I think you will find he does not fear the dead or word of them. He is in one of the great rooms along the road that winds up to the southern slope. Yes, I have been there. Thank you, sir. All right, and that's who we need to get the quest from. Okay, so I need to remember how to get back here. It's definitely different. busy place today. Hello, Legolas. Thank you for returning Goladir to us, my friend.
Greetings.
Alas, such a weight King Arvindwai must bear. Thank you for your tidings, my friend. When there is more time, we might speak at more length of your meeting.
Greetings.
I thank you for bringing word of your meeting with the Shade. I hope that his spirit will find rest. In the meantime, Lærden has been awaiting news of your efforts. You should go to him and tell him of your adventures. He's in his chambers on the first floor of the Homley home. Go with the goodwill of all the free peoples. Okay, now he does have a quest. It's this one. It's called The One Who Lingers.
Though our mission to thwart the schemes of Amarthiel and Mordrambor must be our main focus, my sorrow at the shade of my ancestor lingers, burdened by great remorse.
There must be something we can do to ease his spirit. Please, speak with Lord Elrond on my behalf. If anyone among the living knows what can be done, it will be him. Hello, Boromir. Didn't mean to barge in on you guys, but I felt my information was important. Alright, we need to go back to the Homley house. And we are going to not work on the story quest today. We're going to work on this one. See how far we get. The spirit is so fresh in our minds, I think it would be a good time. Okay, I think we'll just go back up the way we came down, and then that way I'll make sure I find it. I spoke with Aragorn.
I knew King Arvedui in life. He deserves a better fate than to linger in the frozen wastes, tormented by his past.
Relieving him of his burden will be no easy task, however. Elrond furrows his brow deep in thought. Truthfully, I do not know how to best help him. In my experience, shades of men often linger in the world because of something unfinished, an oath unfulfilled, an oath broken. Perhaps if you spend some time with Arvindwai, you will learn why he lingers. Find a way to relieve his burden. To that end, I have a request that might lead to salvation for the fallen king, and also thwart the enemy. Oh, fantastic, I'm listening. Elrond motions to the book on the table, and opens it to a page marked with a piece of tasseled cloth. You see that it contains a list of many dated entries, logging something. The 7-pointed star of Arnor illustrates one of the pages. As you've seen, Angmar has committed many forces to Forchel, conscripting the local Guardian into their ranks, sending more soldiers than necessary for the purpose we believe they possessed. They are searching for something. I finally found a clue as to what. This record recovered from Anaminas details significant troop movements from the years 500 to 600 of the Third Age. There, on that page, it states that a large contingent of soldiers and Prince Elendor himself moved an item of great importance from Ostvarad into the north. It does not declare what the item is, or where precisely it came to rest. I have a suspicion as to what it might be, and if I'm correct, it is surely what the Angmarim seek. First, I would ask you to seek the ranger known as Lothrender. I believe he still is among the Lossoth. And should you encounter the Angmarim in force, I fear you will be in need of his sword arm. Together, bring this information to Arvindwai. As the king of Arthdane, he may know where this secret treasure was hidden by the Arnorians all those years ago. If fate is kind, you will find the treasure before the Angmarin can seize it for their dark master. If it's kinder still, you will also find a way to put Arvindwai's spirit to rest. I wish you luck. Alrighty, well, you know what? We need to get back over to Forchel. So let's pop on in. I need to speak with you.
What has brought you back to Forachel? Is everything well in Rivendell?
Yes, everything is well. Huh, you bring tidings of high adventure. It would be a great honor to assist you in finding a lost treasure of the Dwendane, and to meet King Arvindwai himself. We must not tarry here. If we are to find it before the Angmarim, let's travel to the shipwreck at once. Yes, okay.
We will depart for the Thoravar when you are ready.
Oh, I am ready, sir.
Lothrandir, a ranger of the north, has joined thee in thy quest to find a lost Arnorian treasure in Forachel. Thy only hope of finding it may lie with the shade of Arvedwi, last king of Arthedain.
We have arrived. It is time to speak with King Arvedwi.
I agree. I know him well. The Lossiths say this place is cursed. To think the last king of our people still dwells here. What is the etiquette for meeting such a king as this? Life as a ranger has not prepared me for these things. Oh, he is quite, cordial, sir. Just be polite, I would say. Bellany?
Why hast thou returned, and who bringest thou with thee?
Oh, hail, King Arvindwai. I am Lothrandir, a ranger of the north. It's an honor to meet you. Oh, well met, Lothrandir. I desire to ask thee how our people have fared since my passing, but you must have come here for another reason. We have. We've come with a mission from Lord Elrond. He believes you may be able to help us find something before the Angmarim do. Oh. Something of great importance was moved from Ostvarad and hidden somewhere in the north. Elrond thinks the Witch King's forces are looking for it. Do you know what it is or where it's hidden? Arrogoth. Arrogoth? Yes, the Narrow Delve. It's a hidden fortress in the mountains nearby. For centuries, the key of Algaroth has been passed down from king to heir.
Were
Oh.
they followed?
I don't think
What?
so.
Ah, I hear them out there. In the excitement of this meeting, I lowered my guard. Weapons at the ready.
Oh no!
Death to the Rangers and their allies!
Oh
you
gosh.
will never find Agoroth!
Oh gosh, yep. Who is this? Ah, the sorceress. Maybe this is the last one. Okay, let's listen. I believe that was all of them. Yes. They're on the same trail. They aim to beat us to Algaroth. Do you know what lies inside the vault, King Arvindwai? I know the location of Algaroth, but not what it contains. Only it was considered a beacon of peace. Before I set sail to my doom, I explored the ice caves and canyons searching for Argoth. Would its secret help me to defeat the Witch King and retake the kingdom? I found a secret door, but to my dismay the path was choked with ice and snow. Huh, so it does exist. Will you show us the way, King Arvindwai? I cannot. Not without the key. On that fateful day I left it with the Losseth chieftain as thanks for their aid. They recognized it and spoke of an ancient pact with the Iron Men and a stone home. News of this pact has been passed down through the years. The Losseth kept the ring of Barahur safe as well. It is likely they still have the key and could be willing to barter for it.
I believe we have a lead. Let us consider our next steps.
Yes, I'm ready.
Lord Elrond's intuition was correct.
King Arvindwai was a valuable source of information, but the Angmarim are aware we seek. How far do they lead us in this race? I don't know, sir. When I went in for the shard of the ring, they were already inside. So I think they're a little bit ahead of us.
It is clear we do not have much time if we are to reach Argaroth's treasure before the Angmarim.
You should go ahead to Surikaila and ask the Losseth Council if they will barter for the key. They're an honorable folk and will make fair trade for it. Meanwhile, I'd like to speak with King Arvindwai at length, giving him word of the last 1,000 years and to hear the tales of the Duindane of old. Oh, of course, Lorthringer. I will go to the Great Lodge. Okay. So let us do that. Hello, sire.
May I be of help to you?
Bellany, you return. The Lumavaki did not expect to see you again after that business with the ring was finished. At least not so soon. What do you want from Mirjana? We need the key Arvindwai left with the Losseth before his death. Mirjana knows of what you speak. The Lumavaki have kept this heirloom safe. But I ask, do you know the true significance of this item? It is more than a metal key to a metal door. The Lumavaki know. My people have long memories. The songs tell of a time long ago when the tall men came in suits of iron. They asked the Lumavaki for peace and to swear an oath before a great stone, blue as the sky on a clear day. The Lumavaki swore to help the tall men fight their enemies, and in trade we received weapons of forged metal to fight our ancient rivals, the Gorday. A good trade, until the Iron Men went to war. Many Lumavaki died in foreign lands, facing enemies that were not our own. Even still, the Lumavaki kept our oath and the peace with the Iron Men and their descendants. One day they came again to Surikala. They said the stone must be moved and hidden. There were other stones with oaths made by other clans that were taken and corrupted. The Iron Men wished to build a new stone home here in our lands. The Lumavaki were hesitant. An enemy capable of corrupting such powerful magic is not an enemy to be made lightly. We knew who that enemy must be. But the Lumavaki were compelled by their oath and allowed the Iron Men to build their stone home here. We hid the way with our magic, for we knew if the stone was found and corrupted, the Lumavaki would become bound to that evil. For many years, the Iron Men were left to their stone home. Rarely one would come to Surikala to barter for supplies. Then came a foul wind, carrying the scent of evil, followed by the worst storm in many generations. No more Iron Men came after that day, and we feared the stone must now be unprotected. This key, it will unlock the door to the Oath Stone. Of this Yerzana is certain. It will be given in trade, but not for goods or currency, no. In return, Yerzana asks that Belani makes her own oath. Promise to the Lumavaki that you will protect the stone from Angmar, and promise Yerzana that you will find a way to destroy the Oath Stone for good. The Lumavaki wish to be bound to no one. We will give our allegiance to those deserving and fight enemies that we understand fully. Do you accept? Yes, I accept.
From whence came you in this cold winter?
A pact is made. Go to Salavati and tell her that Yerzana has given you Arvindwai's key. She is the keeper of ancient things and of stories from long ago. You will find her on the rise above the village. The Lumavaki are relying on you, Belani. Do not fail us. Oh, well, I'll do everything in my power not to, sir. This is very important to quite a few people. I understand that. Okay. Oh. Okay. Boy, she is well hidden. Excuse me, ma'am.
May I be of help to you?
What brings you to Salavati, outsider? You tell her that Yerzana has given you the right to take Arvidwai's key. Her eyes widen. The Lumavaki have held this key for many generations. We knew that one day someone would come for it, as they did for the ring of Arvindwai. By Yerjana's will, I offer it into your care. She turns from you and whispers a prayer in the language of the Losov. She then begins humming a single tone deep in her chest. This tone makes the tall stone spires around you vibrate, and the snow dance, unearthing a square cutout in the rock you would never have been able to otherwise see. She lifts the square-shaped stone, exposing a hollow space, and stops humming. Inside rests an unassuming bundle of elk hide, worn with age. She takes the bundle and unwraps it. You see there is a detailed metal key. You see that it's quite large, and the 7-pointed star of Arnor serves as its handle. This must be the key of Agaroth. She holds the key towards you, allowing you to take it. Our business is concluded, outsider. May you do great things with this. The one known as Lothrandir has come to meet you. I see much from this high place. You should go see him. All right, thank you. All right, well, he must be finished talking to Arvindwai then. Hopefully he's able to give the spirit some good information that helps him in some way. Oh my gosh! Arvindwai's with him! Lothrandir.
What can I do for you?
Surprisingly, Lothrandir has compelled Arvindwai to accompany him to the Lossoth village. Seems to be telling him a story, and has not noticed me. Let's listen.
With the key of Agaroth in hand, the time has come to find the door to the hidden fortress deep within the caves of ice.
And when Aragorn finally worked up the courage to ask, Elrond said, Aragorn, Arathorn's son, Lord of the Dunedain, listen to me. A great doom awaits you, either to rise above the height of all your fathers since the days of Elendil, or to fall into darkness with all that is left of your kin. Many years of trial lie before you. You shall neither have wife nor bind any woman to you in troth until your time comes and you are found worthy of it. And that is when he decided to accept his destiny and work towards reclaiming the throne of Gondor and Arnor.
Truly, an heir of my line seeks to claim the throne and reunite the kingdoms. Lothrandir, thou knowest not how much joy it brings to hear that.
Aye, our chieftain is the best hope for a bright future. For all men, not just the Dunedain. Oh, our friend has returned. What news have you?
I have some big news.
I've been telling Arvedui of his heir, Aragorn, and his desire to reunite the kingdoms. Hearing such things seems to have lifted his spirits.
I believe he blames himself for his death ending the line of kings. Perhaps we are making progress on 2 fronts. Did you acquire the key? Yes, I did. But I promised to destroy the Oath Stone that the Lossoth believes inside Agaroth. Lothrandir looks at you curiously. Quite a promise to exchange for something so valuable. I truly hope we're able to keep it. Me too. So, the vault holds an Oath Stone? Is this something of which you know, Arvedui? The Vandasari, of course. The Oath Stones were powerful relics rescued from Numenor before it was swallowed by the sea. In the Second Age, Elendil the Tall and his sons used it to bind the other tribes of men in peace, but many were taken and corrupted by the enemy. This one in Agaroth must be the Hellsuccessor. It had long vanished from history. Seems obvious now that all the pieces have come together. Now that the key is in our possession, I will show thee the way. It is hidden deep in the caves, in the place the Lossith call Jar Raiti. Okay, I think we're ready.
I will lead us to Agaroth.
Well, everybody, we are right inside the instance. But before we get started, I think we're going to save this for next episode. We're going to just have to make this a two-parter. I'm not sure how long this dungeon is going to be. And I don't want to have to rush through it, to try and fit it in to this particular video. But thank you for joining me. Please give a like and subscribe. I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye now.